Okay, compulsory levels 3 through 5, right? 3 through 5 compulsories. Going into summer, here's what we got. I want to update on some policies and then just let us know kind of where we're going, right? What we need is we're going to start upgrading pretty hard. We're really going to start spotting, and so I need their hair up in a bun. A high bun, low bun, and up off their shoulders. Braids are okay as long as it's off their shoulders, okay? So when we get into spotting and all of this stuff, it's kind of in our way, right? I have to move it, or I have to grab it. It's going to wrap around a bar, especially as we're starting to circle more. If that hair's hanging down, it's going to get caught on the bar and it's going to get pulled out. And it kind of gets up. So I need it up off their shoulders when they come to practice, okay? If they come to practice without it, we're going to tell them to go fix their hair. Okay, so please help us with that. Wrist guards, straps, and gloves. You guys have already done this. You bought the garden pair of gloves. I will link here. Let me grab them real quick. Sorry. Okay. I will link these type of gloves, right? Here's what I found. When we went to training in Missouri, all the girls had these. I bought these for my kids, and they give just a little bit more feedback. They give them a little bit more extra grip, still allows them to swing around that strap bar, but gives them more feedback. They're more confident when they do it because they don't feel like they're going to slip off. So if you have the other pair, those work, right? These are just better, in my opinion, right? In my experience, in my kids, these are just better. They're about $12 on Amazon. I have the sizes that I will put in a picture for you guys for all your kids. I sized them in case you wanted to buy those. But wrist guards, they need sweatband wrist guards, bigger, thicker, pair of gloves, and straps, okay? If we will provide the first set of straps, we already did that for most of the kids, some of them don't. If they lose them, it's a $10 charge to replace them, okay? They need those every day, straps, wrist guards, gloves, every day, okay? There we go, I'll link that. Also a grip bag. A lot of them come and they just hold it in this like ball, and I need it in a grip bag. It's got to be put in a grip bag, zip, just one of those string jawed grip bags. Also, there's this box that it's kind of bougie, but it's really nice. I'll link that to the description too if you want to get that. Okay. Prehab. We've started prehabilitation, right? I want to make sure our kids are healthy for long term. So feel free to bring them about 15 minutes before practice starts, right? They have to do their prehab before they can join practice, okay? And that's even after school. We've started that about a month ago, and so they have to do their prehab and their exercises so that they're strong and healthy before they can enter practice. That's just how that's going to go, okay? So if we start practice and they haven't done it, they go off to the side, do their prehab, and then they jump right back in, okay? So feel free to bring them here. We'll be here at about 7:30 every morning. So if they want to come at that 7:40, 7:45, get their prehab done and then ready at 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, they can do that, okay? Tennis shoes. They need a pair of tennis shoes this summer. I know we said that last summer, but for real, they need them this summer. I would suggest an extra pair that just lives here, okay? Or they have to be super responsible to make sure they bring them every day, okay? So make sure that extra pair of tennis shoes stays here, or they bring them every day, okay? Here's the last thing, sickness policy, okay? We have to update this. What we found is that when conditioning gets tough or something they don't like to do, they're sick, they kind of step out, and then when it becomes fun trampoline time or some game time, then they want to jump back in, okay? We can't do that. Now, I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. They might just be sick and not feeling good. What we need from you, though, is if your athlete comes up and tells a coach that they're sick, here's going to be our policy. We're going to let them go get a drink, take a 1 to 2 minute break. If after that time they come back and they're still feeling kind of crummy, we're going to have them call you. They will call you and you will come pick them up, or they will wait in the lobby until it's their time to go. But what we can't have is, I don't feel good, now I sit off to the side, but I'm here, but I've turned into a distraction. That's what it's become. So our policy is going to be fine. You're sick, go get a drink, take a little break, call your parents, and then you got to wait in the lobby or the locker room, okay? That's going to be our policy until either your practice is done or somebody picks you up, okay? It's just going to help us flow a lot more evenly, okay? Hair up in a bun. Wrist guards, I will link the gloves. Make sure they have a grip bag, that sickness policy, prehab, and the tennis shoes. Okay, that's what we got. Let's go after it this summer. Have a lot of fun.